Oh, yeah. Post a comment. Yeah, not going to be able. I got a screen share. Yay! We're back.
All right.
Better than before. This one, the chat, doesn't allow me to put up files. So everything has a everything has something, and service something. One service has another.
Okay. Yeah, and right in the middle of that, your mic cut out and then came back. So I don't know.
That's because metal was coming on.
Ah.
You guys see me?
Yep.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're back. We're back in the game. We're back in Capital City.
Jeremy, you were making a point?
Oh, I was saying I play a game online called City of Heroes. It used to be an old school superhero MMO.
Mm-hmm.
And so in homage to that movie, I made a group of superheroes that don't look like they have any powers at all, and it's called the League of Ordinary Gentlemen. So. Yeah, my character is like a mind controller, but he looks like he's got the bowler hat and he looks like a shrink. That's what he was. He was a psychiatrist, but he also has like mind control powers, but nothing that you can actually see. So he's the founding member of the League of Ordinary Gentlemen.
I dig it.
Let's get the one tool that you need to run the game. Where is that?
Yeah, hit me up on Discord if you're interested. I can send you a link for the game. It like I said, it used to be a big MMO.
Oh, I remember it. Yeah.
And then they shut it down, and then some people brought it back.
I didn't know they brought it back. There was City of Villains. Wasn't there a sequel to it?
Yep. That's the sequel. Yep, City Villains. Yep.
Trying to find my particular setup, the way to not have my camera pointing at my nose, and I haven't found a good way yet.
You haven't found a good way, yeah, because everyone's sick of looking up your nose, I imagine.
It's why I grew the mustache. It's just camouflage.
Camouflage the nose.
I guess I can.
Here's my nasal canal.
Awesome. It's Friday, August something 2020, like the 17th or the 13th, whatever the Friday is that back in 2020 on that August.
I could check, but I'm not really going to bother.
Yeah, neither am I. It's Friday night, mid-August. And I wanted to start with Chrome and your storyline, and one of the things you mentioned you were interested in getting back to was the college life.
Yeah.
Student and living like a college kid kind of life.
Yeah, you kind of fade out every once in a while on the volume. I don't know.
That really sucks. I don't know why that would happen.
That's nice and loud. I can hear that.
Okay. Then it's the fact that when it falls away, it doesn't work at all. Okay. So it's very tight. It needs to be very close to my face.
Right. So yes, my plan is to one, get back to college life, but then also be very active in trying to demonstrate through media that heroes are here to help, and that you know, that we are better able to deal with a lot of the threats that are coming up that, you know, the official authorities aren't able to deal with. And, you know, so by doing that, we talk, you know, we highlight, you know, things like the Black Paladin that we've dealt with, and all the different groups, you know, that we fought. You know, I might even try and arrange a 60 minutes interview with Ruin Star, where she can brag about, you know, how tough we were, and how, you know, she never thought we'd get, you know, that we would thwart her.
How you hit her at Mach 2.
Yep. Fortunately, you have no means of accessing her prison.
Why?
Because it's magic. No, not to the house, but specifically to, yeah, you need magical abilities to go in and out.
Well,
you always had.
I thought I was going and visiting her.
Yeah. So you could see, and you just can't open it, right?
Yeah.
Jay?
Because that's how I've been romancing her this whole time. Every time I get a chance, I go by there and talk to her.
Well, here's some considerations, because no, I didn't consider that. I know that's what you wanted to do, but the situation is not really conducive to it. One, she's matched the vault area that she's in requires magical access. Mr. Zuzu was the main person, and then when he wasn't around, you actually had Oaken, who is magical, that could figure this shit out and knew all, you know, arcane stuff, and knew how to get through portals like that. Also, repeated visits will draw the attention of the attorneys for the property. They had specifically entrusted the care of the property to specifically Olympian. And he's disappeared. He's gone.
This town chews up superheroes.
But when we went and visited, they basically said that we were the caretakers of the estate at this point.
Yeah. They were given access at one point. I remember, because I wanted to duck under them.
Yep. And I guess for now, it's since Metal is a person non gratis, that those privileges have been rescinded. And they're making other arrangements for the protection of the Avery Mansion and estate.
Well, that's disappointing, because I wish I'd have known that, because we could have role-played that. I would have made sure that I was getting access, because that's what I said is the whole time I'm trying to romance this woman.
I know. Well, that's this is our first live comment from our viewers, from our massive viewership. No, it's clear. No, and this happens quite a bit. You guys tell me what you are intending to do, and I never get a chance to explain what, how, and what is the result, or where you, as Mark points, being cock blocked.
So he had access for a while. He just no longer does. Is that what we've come up to?
Yeah. You guys had access before you left planet Earth, and now you don't.
Okay.
On your return.
Okay. So I did get to do some romancing and try and. Yeah.
Yes. But now
I was being at my most charming, so now I've got to get back there, and she's probably going to be mad at me.
Yeah. Well, once you get there, that's when, like, the housekeeper, what was her name, Rosita, gives you the message that you talk to the attorneys of the property, blah blah blah. You get the whole rundown, and Rosita won't, obviously she knows you. You've been in the house. You're she recognizes you as one of those.
We saved her life, entities.
Actually. Yep. There you go. So when you approach the door that leads into that lozenge-shaped room with the black walls and marble and the crystal and the fog, you can't open it because you do not have the magical ability to pass through the door.
Okay.
So that's a bummer. Also, on your return, the FBE is requiring you to come in for an extensive debrief.
Right. We did. Remember, I went in with my lawyer.
Yes.
Yep.
but all this information is like top secret stuff. You can't go out there and start blathering about, that there's aliens out there and they want to invade the Earth.
You can't? Huh.
Oh, he can't. No, or you'll be committing a crime.
Crime.
Last I heard, we've got freedom of speech, so I'm not sure that,
There's not actually an official secret act in the United States like they have in England.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I learned about
there's freedom of speech, and then there's classified information.
I don't have any classified information. I just have information I lived through.
Yes, and that is classified information. That is national security secrets. That is world-changing stuff. You cannot go out there and just start blathering about it.
That's an interesting opinion.
As a registered agent of the FBEE and an enhanced entity. These are the restrictions that come along with being an enhanced entity.
So what their argument is that being an enhanced entity removes my freedom of speech rights.
And your involvement in continued cooperation with the FBEE.
Which
Jim, I love how educated you are on real life stuff.
What, me?
No, sorry, Jeremy is he's like a human rights encyclopedia. That makes this entertaining.
Well, yeah, but Petra, the new FBE director in Capital City, is just laying down the law. She's not Bisbee Sharp. Bisbee Sharp is under arrest.
There's cookies over here on the dark side.
There is
and there's always room for more to join them if you're uncooperative.
No. I'm the hero. I'm above board.
We'd like to keep the hero, Chrome. We'd like to keep the hero.
But being the hero again, see, this is such a Captain America Civil War situation.
Absolutely,
it totally is. The FBE's position is they want you to continue your college life and be available when called upon. And any unlicensed and unsanctioned vigilante EE activity in Capital City right now is going to be brought down on. It's not going to be tolerated anymore. This is the only way to. And she tries to spin it. Petra tries to spin it. This is the only way to. This helps you in the long run. If people are still freaked out and scared by the presence of EEs, and you throw aliens on top of that. You guys are all gonna be spending time restrained.
I think rarely does hiding the truth protect anyone.
So what you're saying is people shouldn't fear their government. The government should fear the people.
You're not there. No, part of this, but that when you first get back, that's going to be around that whole meeting with your attorney at the debrief.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right.
And you're free to go and all that. They're not going to do anything. She's just trying to put the fear of God into you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. I apologize. I forget the name of the news personality that I called.
Daniel Petty over at Channel 7.
Yeah. So Daniel Petty might get some
say hello
anonymous emails. Mm-hmm. Someone I've never seen before. Hello.
Welcome.
She's
That's
real.
awesome.
I'm telling you. See, I can tell you she's real.
Yeah.
We thought you were fictional for a while.
Yeah, exactly. We're nerds. That's got it. That's a legitimate, point of probing.
So he might get some anonymous letters dropped in his mailbox. Secret sources and things. Because I'm not a big fan of the whole let's maintain secrecy for their own safety
Yeah, right. No, but the
No,
government,
no.
it's very much is.
So I'm
And
working
that's just
within
reality. I'm not making this up. This
I'm
is
working
reality,
with
right, guys?
within the law, though. Oh yeah, I mean, despotic governments try this all the time. It doesn't mean that it has to work.
Nope.
So
Nope.
now,
You don't always get 1938 Germany. Sometimes you get 1780 France.
exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
So
to get back on track, you're gonna go on a date.
with
I gotta do everything, huh? I gotta fix you up, huh? Haven't been making any connections.
well, you just told me I can't find my main squeeze.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to settle for, someone who's not an infernal celestial.
Is that what she is?
What is she's called? I think she claims, that she's a celestial,
I didn't know.
which
I just know she's a hot blonde who looks like Thor's cousin.
Yep. She's all that for sure.
And as I often say, there's nothing wrong with a woman who can bench press you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Although you could probably bench press anything short of a blue whale.
Which ain't nothing.
The problem with the blue whales is your hands tend to punch right through them.
Yeah, I can see that being a problem. Yeah.
Still haven't figured out how Superman can carry a whole building by its corner, but
Well, that's the whole Stanley's revolution, right? In Stanley, they picked up a building in the early Marvel. There was pipes and stuff. Superman picked up a building that was flat in the bottom.
Yep, flat on the bottom. Here. Dinner and a movie. The planetarium. You're going highbrow.
all right. So I'm assuming this is a girl from college who asked me out?
Yes. Yep. Well, I was actually going to spin it that you actually asked her out.
Okay.
I know that's not common for nerds such as myself, but this is Chrome we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Very confident young man.
Of course. She must have a really great personality. Okay, I'm just kidding. She's probably just totally hot.
Totally hot sounds good too. They do come together,
Yeah, just less
Natalie
often.
Veto.
Natalie?
Veto.
Okay.
How's that? That's a good name.
Did she pick the planetarium or did I?
Yeah, you did, because you're trying to look, more than just like a jock, that you actually.
We'll get there, and I'll explain to her all the places that I've been on the star chart.
Your government advisors are picking out your dates.
You got tickets to the 8 p.m. showing of Mythology in the Cosmos, a film presentation at the local planetarium. Might as well put it on campus, huh?
And once again, your volume got a little faint for me.
Wow, it doesn't take much to get away. That sucks. I wish it was better. You can't help but notice there's the coming soon sign. Intelligence on other planets! Exclamation point.
Hey, at least it's an exclamation point and not a question mark.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess there should be an exclamation point there too. They got them both. Exclamation and question marks. Yes.
Okay.
They do the exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point.
Oh, there we go.
And of course, that's the biggest thing in the news these days is whether that the fact of aliens is true or not. That has been hitting the news since you guys returned
Mm-hmm.
or popped up. You know you returned from outer space.
Yep.
The FBE knows you returned from outer space.
Mhm.
The general up at Pawnsville knows you guys came from outer space. But
Oh yeah, he knows.
Daniel Petty knows I came back from outer space.
Yep. So there are going to be people like, is it true? Is it true? Besides asking getting your autograph and selfies and stuff.
I'm trying to adjust my settings and.
Because you still can't hear me, huh?
Yeah, well, it's just every so often it kind of fades out. It's really strange.
Okay.
You do get a little fadey, Jay, but I'm like on ridiculous audio.
Yeah, that could be also because I trail off, right? My voice trails off, and I'm not always talking like this.
Oh, it's not your sound system; it's your voice.
Yeah, I think it's me. Just.
Well, I try not to have my speakers up too high because then we get that echo through my
mic.
But I am hard of hearing, so.
Are you?
Yeah, got some hearing loss. Diabetes gets it all.
We're all getting old, brother. I feel you.
Or working in the alarm industry for 9 years, and then go work at an airport, out on the ramp underneath jets.
Yeah,
that's another way to affect your hearing.
Yeah, I did some time in the factory as well, so that didn't help.
I fired a 357 Magnum without hearing protection for about 2 years as a hobby. I hear you. Or I don't hear you.
You don't hear us. You don't hear us.
All right. So
I'm pulling up a picture of the planetarium.
Okay. Forget the planetarium. I don't care what it looks like. What's Natalie look like?
Oh, she's
This
going
is really
to
what's
be
important here.
attractive. Yeah, you're a college guy. Attractive. Everyone's good looking at, 24, 20, 24. Yeah,
I'm a college guy. Everyone's good looking enough with enough beer.
yeah.
I've had college referred to as a sadistic reality show. You take people, give them no responsibility, 6 months of income, and when everyone's at the prettiest they're ever going to be in their life and drunk, what do you expect to happen?
Yeah. Yep, I was there. I know what happens.
I believe you put it all on the radio.
Yes, I did. I did. Yes, that's right. I made it a public spectacle. I made the public spectacle a public spectacle. There's a picture of the our good old city planetarium.
Okay.
Up in Eisenhower and 3rd Street.
All right. I am regaling with Natalie with tales of things that are in space, some of which are even true.
Well, she's enthralled. She finds this incredibly exciting stuff. So, but she wants to know, are we in any danger? Like, are we all going to be conquered by aliens from outer space?
No. I mean,
the Earth's going to be blown up?
No. The enhanced entities here on Earth are more than able to protect from the threats from space.
There's 3 cashiers in the lobby, at the counter helping customers. For planetarium visitors waiting in the lobby, there are several comfortable chairs.
I must have scrounged around for some pocket change in my couch.
Each with star patterns on the upholstery. Yeah, you managed to find what? $7.50 and change in your couch?
Wait, doesn't he get paid as a government agent?
No, because he's not. He's just I forgot. Registered. They call it a registered agent.
Yes. I didn't sign up to work for the team. I signed up to work with them, or I agreed to work with them.
Yep, and the hooks are getting in more. obviously, and that is a direct result of the political climate. We did the Enhanced Entity Control Act did fail, did not come to the floor in Congress, so that was defeated. What did no? It passed the House, failed in the Senate, of course.
Yeah.
In another month, I'm going to be, if we ever get there, I'll make some more like rolls to decide which way the
Now wait a minute.
climate
Did you
swings.
just say rolls? Like
Yes,
that?
I did. Yep. Because at the end of the day, when I come down to it and I add the pluses and the minuses, I always usually just decide 11 or better on 2 dice, 15 or better, super good, 7 or less, that's bad. It's not only a failure.
Jay's universal modifiers table.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can add some external modifiers to that by our actions. Then that will
Of
help
course, that's
influence policy.
Jeremy. That's the goal of the game.
Yeah.
The goal of the game is give you a creative space that you can play in and affect change.
Oh man, getting deep in here. Okay.
The planetarium has no concession stands or vending machines, but drinking fountains are available by the public restrooms. So you got water. Definitely sounds like a college facility there. And as I mentioned, a movie poster hanging in the lobby reads "Coming soon, Intelligence on the Planet."
Okay. When is the planetarium showing? 8
That
o'clock?
one's next week. Yes, yeah, you're here Friday at 8. And the new show, the Coming Soon show, will be next Friday.
Right. No. I meant what time is the actual show in the planetarium starting?
8:15. Doors open at 8. Show begins at 8:15.
Okay. I'm escorting Natalie in, trying to get us a good seat, assuming
Nice.
assuming it's open seating.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So yeah, we try and get a good spot where we can see well. I'm also gonna, take a look to see if any of my handlers have decided to follow us.
That's worth a roll, right?
Yeah.
What's your intelligence?
I'm expecting that they might be trying to keep an eye on me. Yeah, sadly my intelligence is only a 2, but
Love it. Well, at least you know what some of the people look like from the office. Been in there enough times. They only have so many agents. But it doesn't look like, yeah.
I pay special attention looking for people in dark sunglasses inside the planetarium.
Yep. But sometimes putting a finger to their ear.
Yeah, exactly.
And mumbling and saying something under their breath. But that seems pretty clear that there was an exhibit set up.
The chickens have come home to roost. Oh wait, what does that mean?
Let's see. The exhibit hall that you have to walk through is an exhibit of encyclopedic details about the history of meteorite sightings and the science of meteorites appear on the walls. Most of the meteorites in the exhibit look like they weigh about 10 pounds apiece.
I make a slight joke about where we can find all the meteor lefts.
Yeah.
College humor.
So yes, inside the planetarium. So you're settling into the showing.
Because the seats always recline,
Oh yeah, because you're looking up.
Exactly.
Jeremy, you ever been to the Museum of Science in Boston?
No.
So I grew up out there. and they would do Everest into thin air in the planetarium every Saturday night, and you're watching an avalanche come in at you in, what do they call that, 360-degree vision.
Yeah, yeah.
Every Saturday night for 15 years, it filled up with teenagers. It just played and played and played.
I've only been to Boston once. I went up there for my best friend's wedding. So didn't do a whole lot. We drove up there all the way from Indiana, drove all the way up there, went to the wedding, spent one day, and then came all the way home.
Oh, God. What's that, 30 hours of trip time? Something like that?
Yeah, that was a lot.
A lot, yeah.
You notice, and maybe it's part of the special effects of the show, but just the location where it's coming from is concerning. Is
Mhm.
the exit and entry doors into the planetarium itself,
Mhm.
which is that south, the doors on the south side of that room.
Okay.
Smoke is coming out through under the door.
Aha.
You're one of the first people to notice it.
Okay. I tell Natalie to stay quiet, wait here until I tell you, and then I'm gonna head to the door and feel it. Is it hot?
Nope.
Okay. Then without making too much of a ruckus, I'm gonna kind of open the door a little peek and look through.
A dense, opaque cloud of a slippery, moist smoke in a bluish color comes spilling right in. That little view, it was completely obscured, like the hallway was completely filled with this smoke.
Okay. I'm gonna close the door.
Good call.
And then, is there another exit? I hope.
Right? What's up there in that?
Yeah, where's the dang fire marshal? I get one exit out of this building.
Right? This adventure was written, I think, in the 80s.
Think about every time they redesigned Arkham Asylum, and if it wasn't designed by an absolute moron, you wouldn't have like the Joker or Killer Croc escaping every 90 minutes.
Yeah. It's in the northeast. The northeast is the emergency exits that lead into the parking lot.
Okay.
If you can see those on the
When
map.
the smoke started to come through the door, did it smell like smoke, or did it smell
Smelled like licorice.
like licorice?
Oh,
Okay.
Yep, black licorice.
Well, I have no idea what things smell like black licorice, other than I know that it tastes terrible.
It says that.
So, okay, is there someone that's working that's nearby?
There's an usher.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the usher and very quietly let him know that there appears to be smoke on the other side of the door, and that it might be a good idea to quietly direct people out through the other exit, the emergency exit.
Yes.
Okay. Does he do that, or do I need to convince him?
Oh no. He's really concerned.
Okay.
And looks and sees Blondell Brown. He's the usher, custodial manager, night guy for the
Okay.
planetarium.
I assume he's got a name badge on then.
Yeah. And he goes and he walks right up, into the center of the planetarium and addresses the room that has seating for 200. The auditorium comfortably seats 200 people,
Hmm.
with room
That's
for
right.
wheelchairs and strollers at the top level.
I'm gonna go over to Natalie and I'm gonna let her know that she needs to follow Mr. Brown,
What are you going to do?
and then I'm going back to the door.
And you hear shots.
Oh, okay. Then once everybody's
Pow,
hopefully
pow.
starts now rushing toward the exit,
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
gonna open the
Now
open
there's
the
some
door.
screaming going on. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door, armor up, and then go through it quickly.
Okay. You're in extreme cloudy conditions.
Okay.
I somehow saw the clouds coming.
But you
Can
can
I
hear
see-
sounds from the
limited or-
exhibit. It's
I'm
very
sorry.
limiting. It's very limiting.
Okay.
Like you gotta move like this if you're, just you're gonna come up to things that close before you see them in the smoke.
Okay.
You're gonna be arm's length out. That's
All right.
about your clear vision, if you would. And you can
Which
hear
way
the shots
did-
came from the exhibit hall, and you could clearly hear like display plexiglass for the meteorites being smashed
Ah.
by a big, loud, which sounds it's like a
Okay.
similar to a
that's-
shotgun blast.
And that's from Exhibit Hall A on the map.
E.
Or is it B? Okay.
E.
Down the hall.
E.
Oh, E.
E is in Ernie, northwest corner.
Gotcha. Okay.
That is where the main entrance is. Oh no, it says emergency exit as well there. Okay. Well, yeah, that's where the meteorites are. You can see in the top north west corner is a giant meteorite. And then all those little squares are display cases of valuable meteors from outer space.
I gotcha. Okay.
And it sounds like someone is blasting the cases, display cases, and then you can hear things, dropping into it. Thump, thump.
All right. I'm going to, not at full speed, mind you, but I'm going to go forward quickly. And basically go until I see a wall or anything in front of me. And of course I'm looking around to see if I can see anything through the smoke, but I'm basically going to go until I get to a wall and then reassess what I'm hearing.
Okay. What you hear is you hear a woman yell out, repel it. Get that guy. Do you see him? And that's coming from, I guess, the center of the room. You're on the south wall along there.
Okay.
And then near her, you hear someone answer this person and say, "Yep, I got him."
Okay. Doing my best attempt to hear the sound, I'm going to throw a fastball bouncing around the room. Thank you, Fish. And see if I can hit something.
Okay. Roll the dice. You gonna spend any hero points on this?
Oh, no.
Okay. What's
Not
your
that critical.
okay? And your acting value is a 7, 9, 7, 8.
No, because I've got accuracy. Oh, do I need to roll for my I guess my hearing and things first? Because I have an accuracy, 12 APs in accuracy with my projectile.
Okay. Let's.
So I don't know how many column shifts or what kind of penalty I have from the smoke.
I like to try to stick with just comparing acting values to opposing values as much as I can. And if that doesn't make sense, I scratch my head and then talk to Mike and ask him questions. But so your accuracy is 12. I know what the cloud, the juice of the cloud is. So once you're rolling against that.
Okay. 14. 8 and 6.
still. But still.
And recall that it's indirect, so I can actually like bounce it around objects if I know they're there or things like that. But obviously, if I'm completely firing blind, I'm just kind of pinballing it around the room.
Yeah, you're pinballing it around the room, and roll a single dice, 1 through 5. You hit the guy.
7. Who do I hit?
7. You hit the woman. Okay. No column shifts. No, you got a 14. Okay, there's some column shifts. Effect value
8.
8. You hit her. You hear her yelp. He's flying. He's throwing projectiles. He just clipped me. I know. I felt it whizzing by me. Now we're gonna
You
roll.
do best to
initiative.
leave now.
Now we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay, that's ooh. One person got a 33.
Woo!
And the other person got a 22.
Well, one person goes before me, but only barely.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 32.
Nice.
It's my max.
It's a way up there number.
You're getting a blind shot from something that sounds like a shotgun. What is
Okay.
your dexterity?
My dexterity is 9.
And then you get 2 column shifts because of the darkness and the cloud cover. Well, she can see through some of it. That's right. That's her own juice. Never.
Yeah, I'm sure she's got some kind of goggles or something.
Yep. Yep. But still, yep. So she needs an 11 or better to hit you. 9. Someone shot at you and missed.
Okay.
And you hear the guy say, grab the bags. I'll spray the smoke. And then you hear this like an aerosol can being dispensed.
Is that the guy who beat me in the initiative then?
Nope, it is not. Sorry,
Nope.
I was excited about getting him to do something. No, it's the woman. So she says, I'm gonna grab the bags. You spray the smoke.
Okay. All right. Then I am going to rush forward. Again, not at full speed because I don't want to obliterate anybody if I hit him too hard.
Okay.
But basically kind of run through, like preparing to clothesline anybody that I run through.
Okay. Okay. You knock over one display case and smash it.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I'm trying to hit people, not display cases.
Yeah,
Collateral
it's gonna
damage,
pick
man.
up some
Collateral
speed.
damage.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is, yeah, obviously, if I'm going fast at full speed or whatever, I wouldn't necessarily be able to react in time because of the reduced visibility. So, but yeah. I mean, I know this room isn't huge, so I don't need to do 60 mile an hour across it.
No,
So
that's true.
Yeah.
And then you can hear the aerosol can being sprayed.
Okay.
So I think we just do another round of initiative.
Okay.
First 4 seconds of the deal. All right. Initiative. Ooh, you may get lucky. 26, and 21.
I got a 27.
You go first.
Rolled a 5 this time.
Nice. What would you like to do for your first action?
Okay. Am I close enough to be able to see any of these people, even shadows or anything that are
Nope.
humanoid or anything that's moving?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Where did I hear
Nope.
this?
You can
hissing?
see, you got some light illumination from above you, from the lights above. You can see that.
Okay. What about the hissing noise? Did it sound like it came from left, right, forward?
Right. Right center.
Okay. I'm going to cut that way and see if I can catch him when he's still there. Basically,
All right.
run to where I think the sound came from.
What's your strength?
8.
Excellent. Excellent. You're going to make a strength roll, and you need to roll a 13 or better not to be slowed down by the smoke that seems to be getting wetter, thicker, and more cloying, like tacky,
Gotcha.
like glue.
Gotcha. I only got a 7.
Okay. You become entrapped and immobilized before you get to him.
Quick question.
Yes.
I do have systemic antidote, contact only, which is basically protection from poisons and chemicals and stuff. I don't know if that will help keep this stuff from sticking to me. Because remember,
what's the is there a power acting value for it?
Yeah, it's 8 APs.
Hey. Ooh.
That's to represent the slippery metallic surface.
Yes, that does a great job against this. So you are are only going to receive one column shift on your dexterity if you're attacked.
Okay.
So your dexterity is going to be a little more limited if you're attacked.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense. So when I head toward the sound of the smoke, do I see anything in the area?
Yeah, I'm going to say you can see the silhouetted form of someone doing something with a spray can that's obviously changing the chemical composition of the smoke into a thick,
All right,
syrupy glue.
I want to try and do a charge.
Okay. She's gathering stuff. Let's go for a charge. And how is that done? With your accuracy?
Yeah, it's still a physical attack.
Okay. At what value?
I think I'm gonna pull my punch a little bit. So instead of the full speed, I think I'm only gonna hit with 8 APs.
Okay. You're looking at a 13 or better to hit him before he could see you and just jump out of the way. Try to.
Only an 11.
Only an 11. The spray is not affecting him as it should. That's okay. I got the stuff. Let's get out of here.
The stuff in the spray. We're in an 80s movie.
Yeah. All right. And that sound came from the woman that I just ran toward and missed?
Yeah.
Okay. And
yep.
All right. So I want to try and determine which way she's moving so that I can follow the correct direction.
Okay.
So if I can see her as she starts to go away, if she goes to my left or goes to my right, or just disappears as she backs up into the fog, I'm gonna try and follow that direction.
It's the crunching of broken plexiglass that indicates. It sounds like both of them are running to that northeast corner where there's an emergency exit.
Okay.
Where most of the people left, actually out that way.
Okay. All right. Then if I have a general sense, I'm going to go really fast to try and even if I have to, hit the wall, when I get there, I want to just aim that direction and go full speed till I slam into the wall and, well, maybe not full speed, but hopefully faster than they're running,
Mhm.
and just try and be there before they get there.
Okay. This is just gonna be another initiative roll. I didn't give them any hero points since they're just starting out. So first initiative roll,
Mine are getting progressively worse,
27. So are theirs. A 27
but a 27 beats my 26.
and a 25.
Guys are fast though. If these are their bad rolls.
So you can collide into one of them because you get close enough to see one of them.
Okay.
And you have the higher initiative. Roll to hit. Plus, you still got to make another strength roll.
Oh, okay. Well, that I rolled a 13.
13. That's good enough.
Okay.
Especially with your properties.
Property.
Oh, I got property. How about a 19?
That's gonna hit.
Woohoo!
Their resistance value was.
And again, at this point, I'm only doing 8 APs because I don't know if they're super, or if they're enhanced or regular people. I'm not trying to kill anybody.
Okay, you got 2 column shifts. His body is 6, and your attacking value was at 8. He slams against the wall, but he's still on his feet, barely.
Okay. Is there a way to do? I guess
impacts
you're
into the wall.
automatically doing non-killing damage anyway, right? So
Yes, you have to declare that you're doing.
yeah. So I'm not, because I'm kind of worried about like accidentally killing them, you know. So
And you
yeah,
didn't do any knockback worth anything. So you impact him into the wall.
All right.
You know, it's not like you're running into a death squad in places where they're trying to put women to death, right?
No. You had to slip that in there, didn't you?
Oh, come on. That was my favorite scene of that whole sequence.
All right. So I
what's
smash
he
him
gonna
against
do?
the wall.
Yep. And
Is he carrying stuff when I hit him? Or is
just a spray can?
okay?
Kind of
So
spray can.
the
aerosol
other one's
spray
got
can.
the loot. That's what I wanted to know.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. This guy, I guess he's gonna, since the spray is not having much effect, he's gonna try to punch you. He's got a dex of 7.
Okay. Versus 9.
9. So he needs to get a 13 or better.
Your RV of 11d2.
And I get a 9. He misses. Whew. Let's roll initiative. Ooh, he got a 10, so he's got a 30.
I've got a 30 also because I rolled an 8.
You go first.
I go first. Okay.
Yep, because you're a PC. I favor PCs.
Okay. All right. Is the wall in front of me? Am I on the east wall or the north wall?
You're on the east wall.
Okay.
So you went northeast, and then you saw him, and you slammed him into the wall, and you got him pinned there, and he took a roundhouse swing at you, and
all right,
didn't connect.
I am basically going to leave him for the moment and duck to my left to try and get to the door before the accomplice can escape.
She's out in the parking lot.
Okay. Then did I feel wind when the door opened? Or hear the door? Either way, do I know?
Yeah. She was ahead. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go ahead and blow through that door pretty quickly.
Okay.
And
you barrel through a couple of people leaving in a panic.
I'm going to try and dodge those people as I go through.
And
can I see again once I get outside?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I spot? somebody carrying a bag of stuff.
Yeah, looks like she's got like a sack, a duffel bag filled with rocks.
Okay.
And she's got some type of, all you can think of as a shotgun, sawed-off shotgun.
Okay.
And let's see, what does her car look like?
Did you say what does her car look like?
Yeah, I'm looking for the description of her
No, that's
vehicle.
fine. I just wanted to make sure that car was the word that I heard.
And not like a mech.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was car, but I wanted to make sure.
Well, let's just say it's an emerald green color. Like sports car looking thing.
Okay.
Doesn't look like a model off the showroom floor.
Oh,
Doesn't have a brand name or anything like that. And that's what she's closing in on as people
okay.
are running this way and that.
All right. Can I get a shot off with a projectile?
You run the risk of hitting someone else as people are going this way and that. People are running and screaming in panic on the street, going in the parking lot.
Well, I mean, she is running through with a shotgun. That's what I wanted to try and do, a range disarm, so nobody gets shot.
Yes, and you may attempt that, but it's going to be difficult.
Okay. Well, I will spend some hero points.
All right.
Let's see.
Okay.
I want to make sure I hit, so I can
What
spend.
I'm doing then
Sorry, wait, what?
is I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm looking at her dexterity, and I'm giving her 2 column shifts in your favor for trying to make a trick shot.
Okay.
And so dex of that plus 2 column shifts. All right. And you're
Do
on
I
the
get
9
a do I get a column shift in my favor for my indirect if I bounce it like off the car behind her?
Now it's a trick shot. This is difficult.
Okay. Oh, it's already a trick shot, but
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and spend. I'm gonna spend 5 points.
Which brings you to 13.
Should be 14, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Save yourself.
9. Oh, my accuracy is 12. So then I spent 5 points. Should I be at 17?
There you go. Yep. Save yourself a point and only bring it up to 16. If you
Okay.
want.
Let me go back.
And that means you need a 5 or better to hit.
Awesome. Well, I've already got it with 1 die since it was a 10. And that's good because the other one was an 11, or it was a 1. So 11.
Okay. You the shotgun goes flying out of her hands.
Great. That was the number 1. I want to.
And she's like, "Damn it, my gun!" But it doesn't stop her from opening up the car door, tossing the stuff in, and diving into the car and starting it up.
Okay.
Doesn't look like she's waiting for her companion.
Okay. Initiative.
Yep.
Got a 31.
Ooh, nice. She got a 27. And her bow got a 28.
How much traffic is there on the street?
A lot.
Uh,
Friday night, capital city.
Okay. Which way is the car facing? Left? Are we on the driver's side?
Let's see. It is in the parking lot facing northwest.
Okay. Facing northwest. Okay.
So she's going to hop in. I guess she opened up the driver's side and is
Got
going
it.
to attempt to drive away at a high rate of speed.
Okay. All right. Are there other cars? I don't want to damage other people's property.
Well, yeah, because now that I remember it, on my browser,
I completely lost volume there.
on my browser, I have
the parking lot diagram.
not a parking lot diagram, a button I push that tells me what cars are on the street.
Oh.
How cool is that? Yeah. Okay, I'll remember that next time I'm counting hero points for awards. All right. Yep, no problem. Right.
I just read the comment. Of course I'm chasing the ladies. Although this one, I don't know. I haven't got a good look at her yet.
The first thing that you notice out of the vehicles is they're one of those sightseeing tour Jeeps. See the city? It's parked there. A trike.
All right. Somebody, Mike, you may know this well enough. A strength of 8. Can I pick up a car or at least part of a car?
Yeah, absolutely.
Horse-drawn carriage.
Strength of 8, you're absolutely going to pick up a car as long as you're not going to some good-sized trucks.
Okay. I want to try the classic run up behind them and pick up. Well, I don't know if it's front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. Damn it.
It's 2020. It's all-wheel drive.
Okay. Well,
but you can pick it up, and we got some stats on the vehicle, and we can suss this out.
Yeah. All right. If the car is facing away from me, I will go ahead and run up and grab and try and lift the back end.
Nice.
And then if this doesn't work, just wait to see what I got planned next. Not that I want this not to work, but
okay. The car weighs 3,000 pounds.
Okay.
Is that within your ability to lift?
6.5 tons. He's well above 3,000.
Okay. Then it's just a matter of horsepower, isn't it? To pull out of your hands.
Yeah.
So
how's that work? Is that APs of movement versus my strength? Is that where that would go?
That's one way of looking at it.
I'm just wondering. I don't even know how to resolve this in the rules. So
yeah, that's one way I was doing it. If I had a better value for like power, like the I guess it's the vehicle strength, right?
The speed becomes the power, Jay. So if that
thing gets its max speed is 200 miles per hour. That's its max.
He starts really running it, and that's going to be the speed of that car, which is 8 against his strength. But it's going to take it a minute to get up there, but it's going to be able to be at that roll of an 11 against his strength.
And does it have any column shifts or anything? Because I got 2 wheels off the ground.
Yeah, we'll give you one column shift in your favor.
Good.
Okay.
Yep. So that means I guess you're looking at a 9 or better to hold it in your hands. Okay. Otherwise, a piece comes off in your hands as she speeds away.
Okay. A 5 and an 8, so 13. She's squealing tires.
Yep. And she doesn't have her gun because you knocked it out.
Is she going to continue burning rubber until the tires pop? Or do we
I
got,
don't know. I don't know.
or is this a case where I've got to like maintain this hold for a few rounds before the tires give out?
Does she jam it into reverse to try and mess with his grip?
All these are possible. Let me roll the dice and see what she does. Let's give
Yeah.
her 3 choices. 1, get out of the car to run away or fight you.
Oh, that'd be great.
2, she can fucking lean on the gas and try to keep on going away. And what was the other one that you mentioned?
He said throw it in reverse.
Throw it in reverse. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Throw in reverse on an 8, 9, or 10. Keep on gunning it on a 4 through 7, and whatever the other one is. I rolled a 1. So
She
what?
abandoned ship.
Okay. She abandons ship. She takes her foot off the gas, and she opens the door, and that's when her henchman comes running to strike you from behind.
Okay.
He's got a dex of 7.
Versus 9. Although I may be hindered a bit since I'm holding a car.
You're holding a car. Yeah, you are. And so you're not really aware. I'm just going to give him the blindside bonus.
Sure.
What'd you say your dex was?
9.
Yep, he needs an 11 or better to strike you. 10! 10! He misses you. I'm going back for my gun, she says
Okay.
to her partner, and starts running across the parking lot back to the building.
Okay.
So we are another round of initiative.
Initiative. Yeah.
Oh, that's high.
I got a 24, so she's probably getting there before me. That's for sure.
Yep. And what did he
Well,
do?
I am dealing with a car.
Yes, you are dealing with a car.
In my defense, I am currently
Okay.
holding a.
The guy she called repellent got a 26 on his initiative. Is that higher than yours?
His name is
Yeah,
Repellent?
I got a 24.
Okay. So he's going to try to punch you again.
Okay. Repellent.
Yep. And before he needed 11, now he needs a 13. Actually, he needs 11 if he keeps holding on to the car. If you want to drop the car, you can have your full defensive.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I want to make sure that, because I assume she didn't put it into park. So I want to make sure this isn't like aimed out into traffic or anything when I
Well,
put
it
it down.
is. It is.
Well,
of course. That's where she was going. It's going right.
Yeah, all right. So that's what I'm saying is I'm not letting go of the car just yet because
Okay.
I got to redirect it a little bit.
Gotcha. And finally gets a hit. I got a 9 and a 6. This is a 15. So that's 1 column shift.
Now I get to gauge this guy's strength and see how hard I can wail on him.
Okay, he's got a strength of 7.
Impressive.
What's your body?
So my body and skin armor
Yes.
together are 18.
Wow. Wow. He doesn't make a dent.
Yeah.
He's like, bam.
This is why you hide behind Chrome whenever you can.
Yeah. Technically, it's more like he hits and then just sort of slips off to the side.
Yep.
It's like that's why they put the Vaseline on the boxer's face. It just kind of slides off.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
Everything was wrong with that. That just had visuals that we don't need at all.
All right.
And I got to go back to my initiative scores. She went into the building to get her gun. He tried to punch you and hit, but
Jay,
didn't do
Jay, I think
anything.
her
Yeah.
gun. The gun
But-
I disarmed her when she was outside in the parking lot. Remember, she was running.
Oh,
to the
that's
car.
right. Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah. I thought, yeah.
Yeah, so it's laying somewhere out here in the parking lot.
Okay, that's where she's going. She's going in the parking lot. Yep.
Now
She's
it
going
would have gone because I bounced it off the car and hit her from behind. It would have went back toward the building, so she's running in the right direction. I just didn't want
Great.
you to think she had to go all the way back into the building.
Yeah. Okay, so now she's got her gun again.
Okay.
The stylized shotgun.
Okay. Which I'm hoping is just a shotgun. Although I am worried about scatter if she shoots at me out here in public. How crowded is this parking lot at this point? Still lots of people running from the building? Or have they mostly dispersed?
There's about 13 people in the parking lot going this way and that.
Okay. I yell, run!
And everyone's running. Everyone's freaked.
I'm like, get the heck out of the way. Okay. All right. So since I'm presented with a situation of either let a car roll out into traffic or keep a hold of it, I'm going to swing the car around and hit the guy with it.
Fantastic. Roll to hit. His dex is 7.
Mine's a 9. I only got a 10.
You
I don't
needed
know
a 9. You hit him. What's
Oh,
your
cool.
strength? What's your strength? Well,
8.
8 against his body of 6. Bam! You drop him.
Nice.
Knock him out. Just the card
Okay.
to the side of the head seems to drop him quite effectively.
Well, and now I want to try and aim the car after I'm done with the swing. Aim it, just point it so that we'll roll forward and hit a car or a wall or something rather than
There's
out-
actually a nice big dump truck parked on the side of the road.
there we go. Aim it at that.
There is. I rolled a dump truck. There was a pickup truck, a dump truck, a trike, and a horse-drawn carriage, and a
It's a good-
Ford Jeep. Yeah.
It's a good thing Metal's not here because she'd throw that dump truck at somebody.
Yep.
That's what dump trucks are for.
Okay, another round of initiative. She gets a
20
32,
26.
so she shoots first.
Okay.
Take a dose of recoilless rifle technology, she says. She's got a she's got a
Still
accuracy.
kinetic.
She's got an accuracy of 8.
Okay.
And your
Dex
dex
of
is
9.
8. 9.
Dex
She
is
needs
9.
9, so she needs a 13 or better.
Yeah, my strength is 8, but the dex is 9.
She gets an 11, so she misses you.
Okay.
Damn shot, short range of a shotgun. She's coming closer.
Was it like a slug or was it like buckshot type stuff?
It was like a hyper accelerated round.
Okay. I just was worried about scatter and you know.
Yep. No, it seemed to be like an armor piercing type of.
Whew, glad she missed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. All right. Does she look like she's wearing any kind of armor or any kind of suit protection?
Is she wearing a Gundam? Because this would change things.
Okay.
It's a very funny GM's thing. Did I not mention she was wearing a Gundam?
So I
mean, I think I know.
I couldn't
And,
quite
yeah.
tell if that was armor or not.
That was the guy repelling. No, you can't really tell. It's
Okay.
definitely something custom made.
All right, I'm gonna charge and Yeah, I'm just gonna charge and try and carry her into the wall.
Okay, she's got a dex of 8.
Okay, I got a dex of 9.
8 to 9 is better.
I rolled an 11.
Yes. Roll initiative.
Sorry, what?
Roll initiative.
Oh, roll initiative. Wait, she shot me, and then I got to go next, right?
Yeah, you missed.
Oh, an 11 missed? Okay,
Yep. You needed a 13.
gotcha.
She get a 27 for initiative.
I got a cock die, so hang on.
Yep.
Wah, wah, wah. I got a 23, literally my lowest that I could roll. I rolled a 1.
Okay, she's going to try to shoot you again.
Okay.
Going to take you down, youngster.
Oh, is she older than me?
Yes. Yeah. She looks
And I
to be a
couldn't.
woman about in her late 30s, early 40s.
All right, I couldn't tell from the picture. Is she attractive or no?
Yes, incredibly attractive.
Okay, well then now I need to flirt.
She is, yeah. She's got, wow, yeah. She's way hotter than your date.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled at the lowest she could for initiative. She got a 26.
Well, that still beats my 23.
Damn.
Because I rolled the lowest I can roll.
Yeah. So she's going to shoot again. 13 or better, gets a 5.
All right. You know, we could talk about this, like maybe over dinner or something.
Don't get the time.
All right, I'm gonna.
Besides, I don't go out with guys that could be the age of my son.
I thought you said mid-30s. That would be.
I said
guess
late
you-
30. I said late
oh,
30.
late
40s.
30s. Well, still, even still, I mean, 22. I mean, it's not.
Maybe she thinks you look young. Maybe she's just talking smack.
Yeah, maybe. All right, I'm going to again attempt to bank shot off the wall behind her and disarm.
Okay. Her dex is 8. Give her column shift in her favor. I think you are at a 13 or better.
And does my indirect give me a bonus?
Okay, we'll make it 11 or better.
Okay. 18.
Damn. Okay, that's 2 column shifts. Your effect value?
It is my strength of 8. Oh, and actually, I made a mistake. I should have had my accuracy on this because I'm using the fastball. So, but I hit. So,
Either way, you drop her.
no. I was disarming.
Oh, disarming. She's disarmed. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. She's disarmed. Well,
Okay.
she's.
Would you like to surrender now, or do we want to keep flirting?
If that's what you want to call it, and she looks around and sees repellent's spray can on the ground, and she goes running for that.
More foreplay.
And she gets a 6, so she got a 31.
I got a 6 also, but that only gets me to a 28.
Okay, so she gets to her can. She's got the aerosol spray can.
I was gonna say that probably is good you cleaned that up.
Yeah. All right.
You got a charger?
Oh, she just got it and waited.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's seen a little bit of what you can do. So
Yeah.
She was anticipating that you're going to come at her.
Yeah. Well, and again, now that she's holding something, I'm going to bank one off the ground right up to the bottom of the can and try and disarm her from that.
You're gonna bank one off the ground into her can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's your
Yes,
dex.
that's totally what I'm doing.
Okay, you definitely need you need a 13 or better to pull that off without spending any hero points.
You know, Jake, 'cause maybe he has to worry about
Oh.
penetration, right?
12.
12.
That close.
Yeah, just that close. She goes, nice try, player, and holds out the can and sprays it at you. Active
Okay.
value of 9. Your dex
9.
is 11 or better. She gets a 14. So that's a column shift. And it's a toxic poison.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
why I
that's
have
the antidote. Yeah.
systemic antidote.
And it's got an effect value of 12. And
Okay.
so what does the systemic antidote do?
My systemic antidote is at an 8 APs. And it's basically it's against contact poisons because they
Adds
don't
to your
actually
body, right?
they don't actually touch me. Sorry, what?
Adds to your body, right?
I don't remember exactly.
It's okay. I'm looking.
Because at an effect value of 12,
It would make it 12 versus his 16.
and then she got 1 column shift, and she's shocked. She's like, you should be dead.
Wow. This
And then
got
she just
serious quick.
fucking bounces the can off your chest and starts running away.
We're not done yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to run and I'm going to attempt to grab her. Basically, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Basically, grab her, lock my hands around her, fall on my back, and slide to a stop. I'm taking her back. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yep. Okay, her dex is 8.
Mine's a 9.
9 to 8 means you need a 9 or better.
13.
You got her. You got her restrained. She's not strong enough, I think, to break your grip. She has a strength of 8.
I have a strength of 8 also, so.
Oh. Okay.
It's just
So
his
she may-
resistance value that's gigantic, right?
Yeah, he's got this. Yeah. Okay. Well, she's still going to try to break out. She's got a strength of 6 versus your 8.
Wait. Sorry. I thought you said she had a strength of 8.
Yeah, my mistake. It's a 6.
Oh,
I was looking
gotcha.
at her deck. She's got a dex of 8 and a strength of 6.
Okay. I was going to say, wow, she was really impressive if she's at an 8.
Yeah, no, she needs to get a 13 or better to break free. She does not do it.
Okay.
So you got her strapped. I'm gonna
All
say
right.
you got her locked down.
Okay.
You got her knuckled.
All right. I'm gonna hold her and I'm gonna find somebody. I'm gonna say, has anybody called 911?
Yep. The emergency vehicles are showing. Fire trucks and police are showing up.
Okay. Well, I will hold her until somebody gets a chance to restrain her. Not a chokehold, mind you. Just restrain her.
Okay. The Capital City Police will take her off your hands.
Okay. All
And
right.
they go, you're lucky. You're lucky you're with the FBEE there, Chrome. You know, this kind of stuff's not tolerated in the streets of Capital City these days.
Well, would it be better if they got away?
It's good that you were here, is all I'm saying, not someone else.
Yeah.
This is local cops.
Yeah. So but again, I'm trying to present my image. You know that enhanced entities are here to help. You know, we're heroes. That's what we do. We stop the bad guys. They don't get away.
Yeah, and there's I guess there's
Now-
there's a news crew there by now, and so they catch you saying that just as Natalie comes up and screams at you, is like, "I'm never going on a date with you again! Oh my God, I almost died! Does this stuff happen to you every day?"
Unfortunately, it sometimes does, but you're okay. I stopped them.
Don't ever call me again. And she stomps off. So that'll go viral.
Great. And see, and I turn to the cameras and I say, see, this is the sacrifice heroes are willing to make. It disrupts our personal lives, but protecting the citizens, stopping the bad guys, that's what heroes do. And I want to try and put on the big charm for the camera to puff
They
up
love
the
it.
image.
They love it. They love
His
it.
incredibly shiny cap tooth.
Yep. You know,
It
who'd you take
sparkles.
on today? Who'd you defeat this evening? What are their powers? Who are they affiliated with? What were they after? All that shit.
Meanwhile, I hold up the bag of rocks, meteorites, and the planetarium's exhibits are safe. And I
No!
find somebody that seems like they work here to give it to, or else a
Yep.
police officer.
No, there's that. That's the night manager is there to take that off.
Yeah.
He's like, "Thank you,
Mr. Brown.
thank you, young man. Thank you, young man."
Did everyone get out of the building safely?
Yes, yes, yep.
Excellent. You did a
Yep,
great
this-
job.
The smoke wasn't toxic. It just obscures vision, and when repellent has a setting on a spray can, he can turn it into an ensnaring smoke.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I make sure to point to the can and let the police and everything know that that's poisonous. Be super careful with it.
Okay, we'll call the hazmat unit.
Yep. And then since my date's ruined, I will hang around until the hazmat and everybody gets there just to make sure everything's safe. That they
Okay.
got him into custody.
Yep, they put the two in the van. One's unconscious, being looked after by an EMT, and another the woman is being is handcuffed and
Okay.
put back.
All right.
Woo! So they're off.
Do I need to roll anything to influence my speech for the cameras, or is that just all role playing?
That's just all role playing. I think that
Okay.
there's no need to, the situation speaks for itself, Chrome.
Yeah. I just was trying to spin it in the best possible light, but yeah, I think it does speak for itself. Enhanced entities are here to help.
Where are you on this Friday night, a week after you got back, Metal?
I have a couple of questions about what I want to do. In our world, in the real world, there's a giant homeless shelter across the street from the White House. Is that true here as well?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Is there
it's during yeah.
Is there an FBE headquarters in DC?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Isn't that where the
Yeah,
main
that's
headquarters is?
yes. Yes.
Well, just checking. I'm going to get my oldest of old school outfits. I'm going to get the party girl outfit and put the boiler suit on over it. I want one of my dirty, beat up old boiler suits. I am going to take the 2 suits of armor we kidnapped from outer space.
Okay.
And I'm going to put them in the trunk of a car and ask Jimmy Mack, if he doesn't hear from me in the next 24 hours, to burn this car down to the rims.
Okay. He does that shit all the time.
Right, which is why I told him he's an expert. Yeah. I need everything absolutely destroyed if you don't hear from me.
No problem, Metal.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
I take a bus in my boiler suit. Oh, excuse me. One more thing. I reach out to Daniel Petty and say, man, above the FBE headquarters, and I'm going to go see him. I'm going to physically walk in and see him.
Daniel Petty is at the news station at the FBE headquarters.
Correct. So before I go to FBE headquarters, I go to the news station, see Daniel Petty,
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Gotcha.
and say, man, you spin it however you want, but there's going to be really something to see in the air over FBE headquarters in 16 hours.
Oh,
There's
that
going to
sounds
be
way
really something
ominous.
to see. And I'd
Here-
really like you to put it on camera.
Are you talking about Capital City or Washington, D.C. when you say
The
this?
big headquarters in Washington, D.C.
Well, Daniel Petty's going to say, well, if you're telling me you're going to plan something like this, don't I have to report it to the authorities? Kind of sounds like a terrorist attack, Metal.
There's going to be no act of terrorism. Oh, no. Strictly entertainment value. No one's going to be hurt. Nothing's even illegal.
Okay, what do you want from me?
I want you to report whatever you see, however you see fit, but just make sure it gets on the news
And when is this happening, Metal?
in about 16 hours.
16 hours, D.C.
Yes.
You're going to do something, what?
Newsworthy.
Newsworthy.
Have I ever brought you anything that wasn't newsworthy?
No,
You're going to
no,
have
no.
to trust me on this one.
Okay.
I have brought you some of the best footage of your career. You're going to
Yes,
have
you
to trust
have.
me on this one.
Well, I will get in touch with my stringers down in D.C.
Okay. I wear my super unobtrusive suit and literally take a bus to the homeless shelter in DC.
Okay. Gotcha. Continue.
Take some time. I've got my various stealth powers, so I'm very hard to track and all of that.
Uh-huh.
Right? So I'm going to try and see if I can evade surveillance, both my electronic powers and literally by bumming around the city and trying to disappear into the crowds. Going to make sure no one's on my tail.
Yep, for 16 hours.
I'm going to say, well, not quite that long because I have to get to the homeless shelter and make it to the roof.
Okay. Yep. All of this is done. You're doing
Okay.
all this. Yes. Yes. You're not running into any interference. Doesn't look like Daniel Petty has, warned anybody ahead of time.
Oh, that's fine. I just don't know what scumbags that Viola Davis had following me.
Yeah. Who's that?
Viola Davis. Sorry, I had the name wrong. That's the actress that plays Amanda Waller in the movies. Sorry.
I still don't know what movie you're talking about.
Plays Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad. It's Viola
Oh,
Davis.
okay. Oh, yeah. That Amanda Waller.
Yeah. Petra Cooper. Sorry, you're Petra Cooper.
Petra Cooper. Yes.
Yeah. So I didn't know who or what she had following me. So I'm going to a great effort to make sure I'm not followed.
Okay. Okay. Your intelligence is pretty high, isn't it?
8. Yes, it's quite high.
Why don't you roll it?
I mean, it's not professor high, but it's
Plus, I have all kinds of fascinating stealth powers. Plus, I'm in disguise. Roll of an 18.
Yeah. You're pretty sure no one's following you.
Okay.
That you don't have a tail. You feel pretty confident about that.
I know. The thing is, there's nothing I can do about magic or precognition, so I'm just going to have to run with it. I am going to leave the illusion that I'm floating over. I'm even going to fly some piece of scrap over FBE headquarters, and I'm going to build 100-ton version of the Junk Iron Man floating over the building. Remember Junk Iron Man from when I was paralyzed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to build 100-ton version of it and float it 5 stories above the building. Give that, and I'm not building it quickly. I'm letting it assemble over an hour.
Okay. Okay.
but this isn't a terrorist attack.
It is
Even
not.
though everyone that looking, it totally looks like it is.
At which point I make every phone in the White House ring and say, I have a proposal.
Oh God.
Every phone in the White House.
Okay. What you get in response is, I guess, someone's on the roof of the building below.
Sorry, what?
Someone's on the roof of the building below. It
The
looks
roof of
like
the
a
building in the
woman.
homeless shelter?
No, where are you building your junk thing?
I'm building the Junk Man 100 feet above FBE headquarters. So you have 100 tons of junk floating over the headquarters building.
Yes, someone is now on the roof. It looks like a woman, and
Okay.
she's got her hands on her hips.
Yep.
And she's yelling up at you. But I guess 100 feet, it's really hard to hear.
Well, I'm not actually there. That's the point. Is it's a distraction. I'm on the roof of the homeless shelter. I've built the junk Iron Man because my range is 16 miles anywhere inside DC. I'm not actually there. That's the whole point. I'm trying to be distracting. I have 3 layers of subterfuge here to avoid assassins, government agents, invisible guys. So I'm dressed up as a homeless guy. I'm 16 miles from where you figure I am, and I've left the illusion I'm in junk Iron Man. Instead, it's just a bunch of metal I'm holding up there.
Okay.
And then I ring every phone in the White House.
Yes. Yeah.
Somebody
Okay.
picks up.
Oh yeah. Eventually, yes.
And so who picks up?
Somebody.
Look, that's mine above your Nazi headquarters. If you're not at least the Secretary of State in the next 10 minutes, it's going to start going down like an elevator. It's not the only one I have.
Okay, the building will begin to be evacuated. It's going to be one reaction.
Sure.
And the caller's just going to try to keep you on the phone, asking what do you want, what are your demands, blah, blah, blah.
If he gets to, I said, you're trying to rope-a-dope me. And I says, we can do this several ways. If you want me to destroy the building, I'll let you evacuate it first. I have lots of these. Now get me someone on the phone that can actually say yes to me. The next one's over your building. I'm very intimidating. If you recall, I've been building my influence up and all that.
Yeah. And since you're in the DC doing this, the big guns are coming out and coming at you, and we got to decide
how communications power
and where they find you.
Yep.
And when does that happen?
So I should be really hard to find because I'm not actually using a phone. I'm using a power, and I'm hopefully the misdirection of junk Iron Man is they're going to go there instead of here.
Yes. Let's move the tape forward.
Okay.
When will you be found?
This depends on whether or not they want to talk to me. I'm assuming
now they want to come and find you and put you down like a rabid dog.
Okay.
And so let's decide where and when they're going to find you and how they're going to find you and when that happens.
If this guy jerks me around for more than 60 seconds, I hang up and I call every phone in the White House again. And if I get jerked around, I call every phone in the White House. If they jerk me around twice, I'm going to take in the junk Iron Man and I'm moving it.
Okay. And then at what point shall we decide that they catch up with you with whatever you're doing, find out where you are?
So I'm trying to get
you are confronted with
there's no way they're negotiating.
No one's negotiating with metal anymore.
No negotiation is going to happen.
Metal's gone too far. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And they're bringing out their toughest guns, and I want to know, where do you want this to go down? Because it's going to happen sometime, somewhere, soon. I just don't want to roll and figure out and go through all the 3 levels of subterfuge. Just pick it. Where is it going down? Because you can't live in hiding forever.
No,
you're not Osama bin Laden. You're a pretty public figure.
Is any of this being broadcast?
Oh yeah. This is national emergency.
The thing is, obviously,
Twin Towers crashing down type of stuff.
Right. Obviously, the giant robot thing is going to be on the news, but the phone calls are not public knowledge, right?
That's not. No.
Okay. So it doesn't necessarily say, "Oh, this is metal," to anybody watching. only the people that talk to her on the phone would know that, right?
And Metal is the only one known in the world that could do something like this.
Well, there's no other people with magnetic control powers or anything. I mean,
Telekinesis, illusions.
yeah. I mean, it seems like okay. So, are they
run
broadcasting
into
that
that.
this is Metal? Is that what the TV news is saying? This is Metal doing this?
Authorities, speculation only, no confirmed anything.
Okay, well, even speculation would be enough for, I suspect, for me to head to DC.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so Metal has gone off the deep end.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, while this is happening, I'm heading to DC at whatever my max speed is, 8 APs.
Yep, 300 some miles an hour. But you also wouldn't have any real ability to locate her because that's the whole point. She's hiding.
Right.
I'm saying, will find her, but
I'm not saying I'm going to find you. I'm saying I'm going to the robot.
Right. So Jay, there's absolutely no sense anyone's going to negotiate. That's dead on the start.
Yeah, that's not happening. Nope.
Okay.
Yep. And I don't even know how you know what's going on at the place if you're 60 miles away.
I have telescopic vision, and I went to the top of a tall building.
Okay. That's probably where you'll be found.
Like, well, we don't know what government enhanced entities they have.
Yeah, actually, we know an awful lot about that. Jay, it didn't cross my mind no one would negotiate at all. I let the junk Iron Man slowly drop onto the building. I give them time to evacuate. I disappear, leave the country, never to be seen again.
Okay, I will state it again. Where and when within 5 days from this incident where you want to be run to ground. I will give you a choice to pick the location and the day 5 days from here. You have the entire United States government military attempting to locate you. In 5 days, they figure where you are by hook or by crook. Where would you like it to be? And it's not going to be out of the country.
Oh,
they're not going to let you get that
country.
They're not going to let you get that far.
I am less than 40 seconds from leaving the country at any given
You are
point.
not faster than
Go ahead.
military jets and tracking, radar, everything.
I'm almost impossible to track. That's the whole point.
Nothing's impossible to track.
Well, sure, you're right. Up above a certain point, 30 APs of anything will.
Yeah, I'm just not going to string this out for very long.
Oh no,
5 days from now, from this point, where? I need a location.
Sorry, Jay, it didn't cross my mind they wouldn't negotiate at all. I concede. I resign.
You don't even want to fight.
I had this whole thing planned, and the idea that no one would even consider talking with me never crossed my mind.
Well, you should have considered that these are really extreme actions.
Sure.
Metal's been taking out throughout the campaign. There's no way does she appear safe at all.
Agreed. Didn't occur to me that no one would even open a conversation. I concede.
Okay. You're not going to let Chrome fight you, huh?
Well, my intention was to try and talk Metal down, and talk her into giving herself up. But because no, I do not want to fight her either.
It's because you're not magnetic.
Well, they have a couple people that they have that are ready to fight her.
Sure.
But Mike, you don't even want to do that, so you just
no. Seriously, I had this all figured out in a way that would work for everyone. Literally, the fact that no one would talk to me didn't cross my mind.
Jeremy, am I out of line?
I'm not mad at you.
I know. I'm just making sure I'm doing realistic reactions.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't necessarily get the sense that they would be willing to have much of a discussion. Although they would, of course, try to keep you on the line so they could figure out where you are, that kind of thing.
This, by the way, is the exact stunt from the third X-Men movie, which is the exact same stunt that they, what's his name? The Phantom
I know.
Zone, the second
Yeah, these
Superman.
things
Christopher
bring
Reeve.
out everything.
What's that?
I said this brings out everything.
Sure.
Like I said, those have big battle royale consequences
Sure.
when someone does them.
Uh-huh.
You're just
That's
taking it
fine.
off the table.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I will admit that kind of your plan really took me by surprise, because I didn't think that was going to end well at all.
I didn't figure that no one would even stop long enough to listen to the conversation. I had a great deal for them. But if they're not willing to listen to what I had to say, at least from the word go, then it doesn't matter how it ends. There's only one ending coming.
Well,
There's
yeah,
only
but
one ending, and it's a slaughter fest.
I don't think they would negotiate with what at that point they consider a terrorist.
Sure. They negotiate with terrorists all the time. We had a lot of fun playing the Malcolm X civil rights version of this.
Yeah, I mean if they're smarter, these people are smarter than me. They would fake negotiating but have nothing behind it. They would just be trying to string you along and get a location.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us back to, once again, where do you want to be confronted? By the powers that be that are sent against you to take you down. And if you don't want to play it, that's fine.
So did you drop this 100 tons of metal on top of the building?
I eventually lowered it onto the top of the building. Yep.
Which it would not support.
No, it would absolutely crush the building.
Okay.
That's the whole point, though, is if they're not interested in anything but the fight, it didn't matter what I did. It didn't matter how I did it. It was going to come down to blood. It was already decided.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would have been much more likely to.
These plans were being laid down
to take your
when you guys
side
are outer
if
space, if not sooner.
Sure.
Destroyed a government building.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's okay. The end, I lose.
Well, do you surrender? Do they kill you on sight? Do they capture you? What happened?
I'm kind of leaning toward disappear, never to be seen again.
So yeah, they'll eventually find him, capture her, and put her on ice.
So they are going to just disappear her?
Or she disappears by herself. One of those things will happen. But that was always going to happen.
Well,
either that or the blood running became extreme, which nobody wins.
Right. Right. What I'm saying is if they do capture you, I would have expected that they would. They're either going to kill you and then drag your body around as a prop.
They'll just imprison. They'll just imprison.
Sure.
But I mean,
if we're at that level of the fix is in with the Nazis and there's nothing that could be said and no one's having a conversation, it didn't matter what I did. It was all coming to the same ending.
Yeah, well, you pushed them in a corner.
That's funny. I thought they pushed me in the corner, but we were doing the whole Malcolm X thing. That was the whole point.
Well, you see how that turned out.
For Malcolm X, yeah, he got shot in the head, but we also got the civil rights movement. They made a deal with Martin Luther King to avoid making a deal with Malcolm X.
Hopefully they'll make a deal with me to avoid.
Yeah, they had no problem also, the FBI blowing up a Latino activist in Denver back in the 70s. Just blew him up in his car. Just blew him up in his car.
And they killed the Branch Davidians. Yeah, I know. Yep. But if things were wound that tight that they were not willing to approach a conversation because of because of slights real or perceived, the ending was already preordained. There is no other ending. They'd already decided it was the giant fight and there's nothing else.
Yeah,
because Bisbee Sharp is no longer there.
Sure.
He's no longer in the picture. The scene has changed.
What leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth?
Yep.
is that you told Daniel Penny that you weren't going to do any terrorist act, and then you did.
Uh-huh. So didn't cross my mind at all that no one would even be willing to say hi. Didn't cross my mind.
But
That
you
was
don't
not
Not
in the plan.
DC. Not
You don't
DC.
have to
There's
drop the metal on the building. You scatter it around outside harmlessly and move on. If they, you tried your gambit and it didn't work, that doesn't mean you then go whole hog and destroy a building.
Just it was a building. I could have done an awful lot worse.
Well,
It's the Magneto
I'm
ending.
sure.
It's the General Zod ending. You're going to get the giant throwdown no matter what you do. There is no negotiating. There
but
is
it's
no
a
escape.
superhero
It's
game.
giant.
Why wouldn't we have a huge throwdown?
Do you realize how often in comic books we have the giant negotiation with something like that? With Asteroid M?
Oh yeah,
With
I just
the
read.
H-bomb
I
to the
just
White
read
House?
my latest issue of Iron Man.
Yeah.
Tony Stark is on the skids. No
Yep.
money, homemade suit, and he just negotiated a boardroom negotiation that torpedoed the Rexon Stark merger.
Nice. I'm not
It
currently
just
following
used it.
Iron
It
Man.
just used it with just using business. What do you call them? Metrics.
Yep.
He's like, your silent partners will probably know this because they're smarter than you.
Yep.
Here's the success metrics or whatever that you guys are going to face. Basically, what he said is, you guys do this merger, you become a global threat, then you become an Avengers problem.
Mm-hmm.
And what does your silent backers think about that track record? And he goes, let's look at the Avengers record against global threats. And all of a sudden, they get, live time feed. They're pulling out. The backers are pulling out. The silent partners are pulling out.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, it's comic book shit, but I thought that was well done.
It is. So I'm not
He
reading
came,
the
he
latest
came
Iron Man.
crashing into the board meeting in his homemade suit because he guess he's out. He's out from the start.
So now I'm trying to figure out how to explain that despite the fact that Metal, who has been one of the heroes, suddenly destroys a building and does hopefully not irreparable damage to my campaign to try and portray enhanced entities as the good guys.
Well, it's taken a step back.
There
I would say.
was no other way this was going. Jay had already decided that it was going to be the giant showdown with the government troopers. She could have disappeared and not wrecked a building, which I guess was the least viable. But the stormtroopers have won. The evil empire has already decided, what you're going to have, and they're going to get their Superhuman Restoration Act. They've already decided that you have less rights. And I had a really kind of, what I thought was cool, Magneto-style negotiation, like a Doctor Strange-style negotiation. But the fact that all conversation was a non-starter, I didn't see coming.
But again, my point was at that point, you abort, don't destroy a building and try and find another plan, not become what they claim you are.
Jeremy, the character's run its course. I could have done terrible, terrible things, chose not to. At that many APs of power, at that blah, 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 they've already made her the villain. They decided she was the villain like 10 sessions ago.
Why? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, this is not sudden.
That's fine.
So there's nowhere else to take the character.
But the problem is that you weren't the villain, even though they called you the villain, but now you are the villain.
So, Jeremy, any answer I did would have had me in a full power conflict with government troops, which would have made me the villain. I only got ahead of it by like 5 minutes.
Had you not destroyed the building, you would have at least had an argument to say, I didn't do anything. It was a stunt, something like that. Again, and I'm not looking at you from, yes, Metal may be done with, but now Chrome has to deal with the fallout of what you did on the way out. And that was not cool.
Public opinion currently is that enhanced entities can't be controlled.
Mm-hmm. Correct. They can't. It's okay. So
that scares the shit out of the general public.
Yep. Yeah, wasn't the exact ending I had planned. I had some cool stuff planned, but leaving the stuff I had planned aside. That was the only way it was going to go, was Metal being public enemy number one. And if she goes and sinks a battleship or knocks a helicopter into an office building,
Or crushes
it's all the same
headquarters
ending.
in DC,
It's all the same ending.
they're going to try to stop you with
Sure.
extreme prejudice.
So no matter what happened, it was that ending. I just got to wreck a building.
All right.
Okay. I imagine
Right, I
Metal's
mean,
fate will someday come to light.
Didn't mean to make that dissatisfying. I just it didn't go how I was planning.
Well, it's all right.
Well,
I don't railroad this shit.
What's that?
I said I don't railroad this stuff.
Nope.
I let you guys do what you want.
Mhm.
So. All right, guys. I think that's it for this evening.
Excellent. All right. Chat with you later, gentlemen.
Do you want to look at a game in a week, or do you want to look at a game in 2 weeks? On a Wednesday. We're going to do Wednesday nights now for a while.
I was going to say, Wednesday works for me. I get some chill time right now.
Jeremy, how are you feeling?
you mean about the game or about playing next Wednesday?
The game and playing next Wednesday. I guess they're both the same.
Okay. Well, I'm unfortunately I'm incredibly disappointed because, like, I genuinely believe that Metal was a hero that was just misunderstood, but clearly that was not necessarily the case. Because in his mind, Metal just became everything that the bad people said she was. And I knew that she always skirted the law, that, you know, that there were some questionable things dealing with, you know, questionable people, but I always took that as, at its core, she was trying to do what was right.
Mm-hmm.
And this seems completely opposite. And I'll be
it's
honest.
Magneto, it's Malcolm X, it's everybody that ever went too far. It's Gerard Butler. It's a movie where Gerard Butler is a CIA analyst who goes to get revenge and gets way out of scale. Yeah, it absolutely got out of scale. Yeah. But seriously,
just saying, that's rough. That's rough because here you have somebody that you considered a friend and companion.
Yep.
And suddenly they are very different than you thought they were. And I hate that happened. I'll be honest, I am upset at the way this finished. So, but I should be good to play next Wednesday as far as I know, but yes, I should be good.
All right. And yeah, and obviously if you know, the direction that this session has taken sours you on the campaign, completely understandable as well.
Oh, no.
If you're saying,
no,
like, I can't game this anymore.
No, I am not upset with the game. I'm upset as Chrome would be upset with the way things have gone.
Yeah.
Metal's problems are not my problems, right? I definitely would have handled that differently than Metal did.
Yeah. And again, just putting myself into Chrome's shoes, which is what I try to do when I'm playing, I am incredibly disappointed at how that ended up.
Makes sense.
I feel betrayed.
We have nothing but disappointment and betrayal tonight. Excellent. We can all leave on a high note. So I'm glad to hear that you want to play Wednesday, Jeremy, and I'll schedule a game, guys. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yep.
And we'll continue. And you, Mike, I imagine want to introduce a new character at that time.
That is my plan.
So, okay. Rock on. I'll see you guys. Thank you for your time.
Bye all.